Your dad comes back to work one day looking seriously under the weather. He's pale with... Hey, what's these on-screen celebration things? New thing that Twitch implemented that I can't disable. So they're kind of there. I'm noticing, I think I need to make it so if it's a single emote message, it needs to be sized to the width of the window and centered. Because that's bugging me that Uzi Shake and the possum are offset. There's always something more to edit and tweak on this widget. Well, now I can blow 10K on things. I mean, I set them to 10,000 so that they really can't be used. Because the thing is like the defaults were like 20, 30, and 40 bits, but like I can't. They can be any emote. So the potential for abuse is way too high for something to be allowed carte blanche, in my opinion. I can only imagine how things would be for an actual big streamer if they didn't change anything on them. It's fine, he insists. It's all just this pollen in the air. It's gunking up the old air tubes. Remember hay fever, Falulu? You always got it back on Earth, too. Your mom frowns and crosses her arms. You did, she agrees. Why isn't it bothering me? You're a lot tougher than me, sweet pea, your dad says. Your mom rolls her eyes. I'm sure I just have to get used to it, like you did. He continues. Maybe I'll go for a stroll outside the gates later. Really get a good lungful of the stuff. I'll feel bad for a few weeks, but after that, I'll be fine. Your mom raises both her eyebrows. Outside the gates. You? Your dad shrugs. Then he falls into a fit of sneezing and can't answer. Your mom directs him to go lie down on their bed. You need rest, not machismo, she scolds him. I don't have achoo! Your dad sneezes. A macho bone in my body, foo-foo. I have to fertilize the corn and the pixie beans this week. Uh-huh. Your mom grunts. Your dad pulls a handkerchief from his pocket, sneezes into it a few times. Big yelling honk sneezes that echo through your whole quarters. He pulls it away from his face. You can tell that something is wrong. Your dad says weakly, holding the handkerchief away from his face. It's bright, fuchsia pink, and glittering in the light. That's weird. Then his eyes roll back in his head, his knees buckle, and your mom yells for you to call Instance. Chief Engineer Instance takes your dad's vitals and gives him a cursory look over. She seems satisfied with what she sees without having to do a thorough examination. Suppose I've started calling this the shimmer, she says, shining a light down your dad's throat. He's looking a little better, but not much. It's an airborne environmental toxin, likely in the pollen fog. Oh, you don't understand. It's way more dangerous than you think. You've dreamed about this. It's super duper dangerous. Your dad just gets more and more sick every year until eventually... Can't think about that. You can't. You can't live through that again. There's no need to panic, Instance says dismissively. Your dad's in excellent health otherwise. Ah, right. You're only 12. You remember being older when The adults are so stubborn. They're not gonna listen to you. And if they did, the shimmer is still out there. You can't keep your dad inside forever. You're gonna have to find the cure. You can't watch him die again. Even after one day of bed rest, your dad is looking a lot better. He's clearly anxious to get back into the fields. You're gonna love this new crop, Solana. It's called a pixie bean. They glow in the dark. He's already pulling on his boots. The fields look so beautiful at night. I'm happy that we finally found something that we can actually grow here. It isn't soy, and more soy. Dad, the pixie beans are also dangerous. You dreamed about these beans. that made people act all funny, then they get sick. Your dad laughs. Someone's been reading too many weird hollow novels before bed, Solana, he says, ruffling your hair. Don't worry about it, my little tomato. Excuse me. I've been studying them since we landed, including eating them. He gestures broadly to himself. Look at me. I'm in great health. You're literally just spent a day in the infirmary. What are you talking about? You're in good health. Damn it, Germanium. What is it with no one believing you? Just because they're dreams doesn't mean they're not real. Your dad is acting pretty strange, but maybe it's just the shimmer brain? Remember the pixie beans mostly affected the teenagers. Wish you could remember more. You know I wouldn't lie. I don't like them either, your mom cuts in. I agree we should be trying to cultivate native crops, but something just feels off about these ones. She shudders. Can't stomach the idea of eating something that glows in the dark. Who knows what it's doing to our bodies? Your dad sighs. Outvoted, huh? He says, even though your mom's vote is the only one that counts. Your mom takes your father's hands and looks him in the eyes. Thank you for not forcing me to pull rank, she says quietly. We should still grow them, but I'm not ready to put all of our resources behind them just yet. Your dad agrees. The fields will be sowed with earth crops this year. You can't exactly remember the details, but you think it's going to help. This pollen's kind of mid, but not for our dad. The pollen is pretty thick for him. What does Mars got to say? Mars is watching a vid from Earth on her holopalm. She gestures over to you, sync your holopalm with hers. The auto track comes through your hear speak. Mars knows every word. Beside you, she recites the dialogue perfectly along with the actors. Since the day we met, I devoted my life to finding you. I searched every train station, every coffee shop, every museum and park for you, she says. My every waking thought was only of you. Her voice gets higher. And I dreamed of you, she says, every night. My heart called to yours in the dark. I never hoped to dream I would find you again. I'm here now, she says, playing the first part again. I'm here, and I'm never leaving your side again. Mars drags her hands down her face as the couple in the vid kisses passionately. Ugh, she exclaims. I've seen this vid 100 times, and the end always makes me want to yarts. They meet on a train once and spend forever looking for each other. Like, move on, you know? It's not like living here, where there's only like 100 people to pick from. You're in a huge city. Go find anyone else. Why do you keep watching it? Mars sighs, exasperated. Already seen everything else worth watching. Before you can protest, she puts up a hand. Okay, fine. I do like the city parts. Like, isn't it post-real to imagine cities so big you could get lost in them? So many people that you could meet someone and then never see them again in your life? Marv's waves away the vid screen. Sometimes, I think I should have been born back on Earth. None of this dumb space shit. She mock punches the hull of the ship behind her. All those cities and people and the stuff you could do. Watching new vids, going to concerts. The only culture here has grown in a lab. Mars sighs dreamily. And the shopping. They just have so much stuff on Earth. Anything you could dream, not just the rubbish our old nano printers can make. I'm bored of everything I own, Mars complains. Speaking of shopping, you want to trade some kudos for one of my old jackets? My dad say I can't print more stuff until I get rid of something. I'd say 50 kudos sounds fair. Cool plus 20 to persuasion? Damn, that is a cool jacket. I can't afford it. Mars wrinkles her nose. Really? She says. What have you been doing with yourself? Make kudos just for getting out of bed in the morning. Here, whatever. You can just have it. I was gonna throw it out anyway. Mars hands it to you. You should come work with me in the depot. Administrator Seek gives me kudos just to stay out of her hair. Stay out of their hair. Mars looks at you critically as you try the jacket on. Yes, it goes with your hair, she notes. Makes you look posh. Hell yeah, we got a cool jacket for free! All right, we'll save after getting the cool jacket then. What does Tang want? Oh, right. Okay, so I remember this. So this gives us Shimmer Cure. Okay, I'll do it. Okay, so I did this last time. We got +1 Shimmer Cure. I know how to get another +1 Shimmer Cure. Question is, so that's why I'm focusing on biology, because I feel like I need to have, I think I need to do something in xenobotany. So we need to study life sciences. We need to get our biology up to 20 for farming, because that will give us 3 biology, I think. No, it'll give us 2 biology, but also give us toughness, which we also need. We'll study life sciences. Tangent stops you on the way to the lab. Solana, were you heading to life sciences? Good. I could use your help with something, actually. I'm working with Chief Engineer Instance in the biolab. You give me a hand with it, I'm sure she'll give you credit for the class. Sure, I'll help. Honestly, admits Tang. We just need somebody to label petri dishes and move them from the cooler to different machines. Popeye could do it. Instance is staring unfocused at her hollow eye as she processes the results of the scans. Tang goes and stands beside her, pulling up the scan on her own hollow palm. They confer quietly while you wait. Sounds like they're studying the shimmer, a mysterious illness that some colonists get during pollen every year, including your dad. Instance looks up at you, as if noticing your existence. Ah, Solana, she says. We've been studying samples from some of the colonists who get sick during pollen, including your dad. Some of the stuff in his lungs. Some kind of fungus. I think the shimmer is a form of reproduction, Tang explains. It's like a fungus trying to turn us into more of the fungus like it. It's neat, actually. You sound like you like the fungus. Yeah, neat. Okay, so we get +1 Shimmer Cure. Ooh, +1 Biology. Spend the rest of the week helping them study the illness. Mostly, this involves following instructions and doing, as Tang loves to repeat, jobs a Popeye could do. Nothing beats hand-on experience, though. This would be easier if we had an actual sample of the fungus, Instance remarks. They're working with some biological samples, fancy word for snot, but according to them, the fungus is all mixed up with human cells. Instance has to spend a lot of time in vert space trying to disconnect the two in her models. How close are we to a cure? It's impossible to say, Instance replies. This isn't like a game on your holo video, displaying quantifiable progress. Yeah, that'd be crazy if there was like some kind of stat telling you how. Oh, that'd be Solana, you come see me in class? Professor Howell pulls you aside in the hall. Congruent's sliding along beside him. You follow him cautiously. Don't worry, he smiles. You're not in trouble. Far from it, in fact. He grabs your hand and shakes it firmly. Never thanked you for, well, saving my life. He chuckles. Professor Hal and I are grateful for your bravery, Congruent says. Though you should have been in the creche. Just this once. It is good you disobeyed orders. Will there be a reward? Of course. Hal looks embarrassed as he flicks you some kudos. Hal winks. Good thing you were helping me in the classroom when the attack started, right? He laughs and leans on back against his desk, inadvertently sitting on something that pops and gives off a shower of acrid-smelling sparks. Whoops, he says, leaping away from his desk. Danger lurks everywhere, Solana. Keep your head on a swivel. All right, a free biology point. 20 kudos, and potentially another 3 biology. I think we made out like fucking bandits. All right, so I can do this.
Hold on, give me a second. Oh crap! Oh my frogs!
Ah, shit! Oh no! How? Fuck! I dropped the terrarium. The frogs are loose. Oh shit! They're not needed for Tumna. They might take over. Out of the backup! No! Okay, hopefully this is. Actually, if I take this out, okay. We need to get the max, because otherwise this -1 kudos is going to well, I'll just fucking send it. Yes! Worth every point. It is certainly a good one. +3 from 1 challenge. Super goal. Wait, am I only gonna need to do 2 studying life sciences to unlock farming? Okay, so give Cal some cake. Uh-oh. Cal event, because I think we hit a milestone in relationship. The garden looks deserted, which is strange. Cal's usually here taking care of the animals, or playing in the dirt, or fetching things for the adults. You spot a pair of dirt-streaked legs dangling over a piece of equipment. Clamber up beside Cal on the sun-warmed metal. Cal's distracted by something in his hands, but he looks up as you sit down. Oh, hey Solana, he greets you. I didn't hear you, dude. Sorry. Look at what Tammy gave me, he says, holding out a weirdly shaped doll with green, stringy hair and lopsided eyes. She's the best, he says proudly. So cool that she can make stuff from what other people think is just garbo junk. He lies back against the machine and raises the doll to the sky, letting it block the sunlight from his face. Tammy's my best friend, he continues. I know we all grew up together, but like, Tammy's really special, you know? Yeah, she really is. Cal looks pleased. I'm glad you think so. We used to play all the time on the stratospheric. Like, all the time. Man, I remember one time. Cal squints into the sun and rubs his chin. Sorry, before you got here, I was just thinking about how we were like 4 years old. I promised her that we would get married when we were old enough. Nenemy teases me about it. She thinks it doesn't count because we were just kids, but I keep thinking about it, you know? He looks down at the doll in his hands. It's truly ugly, but maybe that's part of its charm. What do you think, Solana? Aw, that's romantic. Cal smiles, and his cheeks turn a little pink. Do you think so? Really? Oh man, He looks away from you and strokes his thumb idly over the face of the doll. The stitching was done with a little more care. Almost looks like Tammy meant the doll to look like Cal. Well, you squint. Thanks, Solana, Cal says quietly. That means a lot. I hope she feels the same way. You and Cal spend the rest of the afternoon basking in the warm sunshine and chatting about growing up on the stratospheric. It gets a little quiet whenever Tammy comes up again, but otherwise, it's a perfectly happy day. Aww. So this is biology. We don't want to talk to our dad because we need to work in bio. We're going to save. This should get us to 20. This week in biology class, you're learning about predators and prey. Professor Howell brings up pictures of a hopeye on a holo projector and asks, who can tell me what special thing hopeyes do when they see a predator? Tang's hand shoots up. They hop away very quickly. That's why we called it a hopeye. Hal nods. It's true. But not what I was getting at. Thing stammers and looks upset, like she can't believe she got something wrong. Al scans the class. Anyone else? Solana. They thump the ground to warn others. You've seen Hop-Eyes out in the wild, and you know they're very communal animals. One wouldn't run away without warning the others first. Then they all hop away very quickly. That's right, Hal smiles. Solana sounds like he might have met one before. Yeah, I might have met a Hop-Eye before. Like this Hop-Eye that's following me around for the past year. Tang gives you an appraising look. Maybe she didn't expect this from you. Crazy coincidence, Hal. I am once again 5 kudos if totally okay. So, 25. That's 25. That's 29. Okay. I think this might be our best. But no, we want it to equal 25. What am I thinking, Dreki? We get much more if it's on the dot. Actually, it's 22. Nah, we need to use Mars. All right, so we'll take a malice of 1 for a net gain of 4. Perfect. Biology 20. All right, we are in year 12, dust 1. And we can unlock farming, baby. I'm ready. Is good. All right, so now we're going to talk to our dad. Dust is such a dry, hot season. Both suns are high in the sky, baking the usually lush Vertumnan jungle. There's a breeze, it's warm, and you guessed it, dusty. Your parents are up every day before dawn, which comes far too early for your liking. They're usually gone by the time you wake up and home after your sleep. You have to visit them at work if you can see them. Good morning, Gooseberry. Your dad greets you cheerily. Have you come to see the harvest? Your mom and I are gathering crops from actual Vertumnan dirt this week. This looks different. Hold on. Where's my notes? Because I'm used to a different dialogue that will let me get just 5 stress off. I don't know if... Am I missing something? I just miss you and Mom. Ah, Buttercup, he sighs, kneeling down to look at you. I'm so sorry. How about your mom and I take the day off? We have some family time together. I'd like that. As promised, your parents leave for work early that day and spend it with you. They take you for a long walk all the way to the colony walls, have a picnic overlooking the mush tree jungle beyond. You head back to the lounge to play a vert space game, an old one where the 3 of you play mice, and you have to build things to solve puzzles together. Aw, that sounds cute. As your parents tuck you in for the night, you think this must be the best day you've had in a long time. 20 stress? What the how have I not gotten this? Ah, I'm so mad. All right, I didn't plan for that, and that's really good. You got to the dust. Congratulations, Vala. Now you just got to get to the soup. Okay. Well, let's go ahead and work on the farm. Oh, that's right. While the other one gives us 2 biology, it does give us 15 stress. So this one is giving us biology with only 10 stress. All right. Real farming. Let's get to work. Holy shit. Hell yeah. Give me that money. 11 kudos. Nice. And only 6 stress? Holy shit. Oh, we're cooking, chat. We're cooking. All right. Time for the 3rd VTuber Festival. Governor Udicott folds her hands and serenely addresses the crowd.
What a pleasure to address you all today as your governor,
she says, looking as pleased as she ever does.
In under 3 years, we've built a colony of which we can be truly proud. While we've suffered hardships and losses, we remain standing. As always, looking toward the future. We are building together. Let us use this midsummer festival as a time to reflect on our many blessings.
Udicott continues.
Fresh water, good food, healthy children, and a strong community.
You look around at the crowd. Your friends, your parents, the other adults who have been in the background radiation of your entire life. These are the closest human beings around for light years. They are all your family.
I would like to formally recognize our youngest council member ever, Utopia, representing Expeditions.
Udicott gestures for Utopia and Uncle Tonin to join her on stage.
Thank you, Melatonin, for your years of service as head of Expeditions.
Tonin gives Utopia's shoulder a squeeze. Utopia's been ready for this since the day we landed. I'll be staying back to work the comms from here. I'm always a call away if you need me. Udicott invites the rest of the council to stand and be recognized among the crowd, including your mom, who huffs in annoyance. Interesting. So even though we saved Uncle Tonin, kind of still ended up having Utopia as the Expeditions takeover. It's a little bit more of a peaceful handover. I wonder if there's still going to be some interactions with Tonin, though. When the applause dies down and the council sits, Utopia remains standing. Actually, Auntie Udicott, y'all mind if I make a quick announcement? Udicott nods, and Utopia clears her throat. I just want to say thanks, y'all, for trusting me with this job, she says, her clear voice ringing out across the crowd. A cheer rises from Expeditions, and she motions for them to quiet down. Uncle Tonin's left some big shoes to fill, and, well, I'm going to give him my best. We're fixing to get to the bottom of what we're calling the shimmer. Sniffles folk have been getting during pollen. Utopia continues. Till we do, please keep on wearing your mask when the pollen is thick. Let the doc know if you're under the weather. And what I know, like, is the text in that. I mean, hers is the most, like, textual, like, easy to throw an accent at how she speaks of the characters. The void with the no! Cheese omelet, no! Ah! I've been cheesed. She bends down to hug the governor as she leaves the stage.
Thank you, Utopia.
Udicott says warmly.
And thank you to the rest of the council for their service.
Live music starts playing, and Udicott smiles.
And now, it's time for games and feasting.
The crowd disperses towards the feasting table, clearing the area of chairs so the children's competitions can be held. What do we do this year? Same thing we do every year. Science fair. Tangents project involves how surveyors' gliders work. Something to do with the materials they're made from reacting with the magnetic field of the planet, combined with solar energy collected from the wings. You tune her out, only zoning back in when Tang stumbles through one of the judge's technical questions. You catch her look of pained frustration as she realizes she doesn't know the answer. Tammy's experiment is a tray of lumpy, mishappen, half-melted marshmallows. She says she wanted to find a Vertumnan alternative for marshmallows, using aquafaba instead of gelatin or eggs like they would have on Earth. She says she had a successful version, but she ate it because she was so anxious about her presentation. The judges turn to you next. All right, what is our project, chat? What is our... Ooh, 5 kudos, a total equals goal? Ooh. Interesting, interesting. All right, so... we get a bonus to pairs. All right, so that's a big dick start. Big start. It's 18, and that's 21. All right, so that actually gives me more points. If I do this, 22 versus 22. All right, +1 skill. Oh, +1 to skill. Ooh. I see. Very well, when. Well. If the hat isn't on the other foot, now is it? Actually, we want to get exactly 22. So... there we go. And 5 kudos. Don't mind me, I'm just getting +2 to reasoning. You do an egg drop experiment, taking fragile crystalline glass fruit and designing 4 different ways to protect them from breaking after a long fall. 2 break, but 2 succeed. Your experiment is only a simple demonstration of physics, but the judges decide to award you for choosing something within your capabilities and doing it well. Tang is frustrated, but more at herself than you. Is not used to failure. After the festivities, you take time off for a much-needed, very relaxing break. Your dad sets up a slip and slide through the colony square. Everyone takes turns sliding on their stomachs and spraying water at each other. A lot of fun. You feel your worries floating away in the hot dust suns. Okay. Flower. So if we work in the depot, 9 kudos. I do want organization, but we also need to get biology to 33. Farming. Get us 10. So farming's just straight up more efficient. We'll save just in case. Year 12, D2. I would... would it be more efficient? I need 5 animals, though. Ooh. Hold on. Wait a minute. All right, so I think this gives us 1 animals. Let's check real quick. Okay, so that will give us 1 animals. So if we do farming and we're lucky enough to get 4, we can then do the animals event with our dad. That will push us to 33. That's biology. pretty sure next year we're going to max out perception. The thing is, whenever you get 100 in a stat, we get a bonus to our mental things where you can get a bonus stat. So we can do a bit of min-maxing. So I'm holding off on cashing in on some of these events until we have the enlightened buff. Okay, we'll just work on the farm, and we'll have to maybe do it next year to upgrade our hot buy. The colony has one massive, multi-purpose programmable bot. Usually geoponics uses it to till fields and help with the planting and harvesting. Breaks down a lot, but you gotta love it anyway. It's a big, slow friend. At one point, you kids started decorating it with stickers, and your mom never stopped you. You and Cal are out in the fields, and they're planting this new kind of native plant called the pixie bean. These things are incredible. They glow in the dark. Cal is in a goofy mood. Doesn't want to work. You've got the RoboPlow for the day, and he suggests you ride around on it. Let's just do our work. Ooh. Did we just get bonus kudos? Maybe. Good job. You and Cal trudge along behind the RoboPlow, removing rocks it missed and dropping seeds into the furrow. After a few hours, your backs are sore, but the field looks great. Your mom actually smiles when she sees the field, gives you a handful of kudos. You're cleaning the bot off to put it away for the night when Security Officer Rhett shows up.
Hello, children. When you're done, please deliver the MPG to the garrison. We need it to shore up the walls tomorrow.
Wait, but we need it tomorrow, Cal says. He strokes the sticker-covered flank of the bot. You gonna bring it back after?
After we're done with it.
Rhett replies. You and Cal exchange a look. Working on the walls is a never-ending project. You get the feeling if he takes the plow, you won't be getting it back anytime soon. Certainly not in time for the next harvest. Defend the plow! You and Cal protest. Not only do you need it here in geoponics, it doesn't even work half the time. You'll just break it. And you really, really need it for planting. Somehow, you manage to convince Rhett that the RoboPlow is more trouble than it's worth. He says he'll talk to the council about it. The RoboPlow stays where it belongs, in geoponics. All right. -2 to neighboring yellow cards. I mean, I could just do 2, 2, 2, 2, 4, 5. Win. GG, baby! 22 kudos! Oh, hell yeah. Oh, hell yeah. Oh, baby. Oh, mama. That's what I'm talking about. Look at all that money. It's just rolling on in. Oh, baby. Where is the cow? I got something you might like. It's some fruit. I got you some fruit. Internet screwed you over. What'd you miss? I don't think I missed too much. It's been a little bit of a slow going. I don't know how we're doing on food. I feel like I've done decent on food. We'll see what happens. I think I need to do some stuff for colony defense, though. If I remember correctly, it's not good to completely ignore it. But we're on dust 3, so we're just farming here. You're pulling weeds from the garden beds when you see Cal scurry past you, moving with a purpose. Doesn't even stop to say hello before he disappears into a barn. You slip into the barn behind Cal, and you're surprised to find him kneeling on the ground, feeding leaves to a small, caterpillar-like creature. It scampers around on its 6 stubby white feet, chirping and chittering at him. You're so surprised that you let the barn door close too loudly. Cal's head snaps up. "Solana!" he gasps, trying to scoot the creature behind him. Delusions? Let's not get a card that gives us negative. Cal sighs, scoops up the creature, cradling it in his arms. It immediately flips over and shows Cal its soft pink belly, begging for scritches. This is Socks, Cal says quietly. I found her in a cocoon in one of the first shipments of mushwood. I named her species a dillypiller because I couldn't find anything like her in the Surveyor archives. I've been taking care of Socks for years, Cal insists. She's really sweet, I promise. Hey, welcome on by, Frizz. Hope nobody finds out. Wait, that's... Hold on. What if I actually... Let me actually see what happens. Welcome to the Ziggurat, Mewing Gris. I hope you enjoy your time here. Hold on. What if I do take the Malice? We do have the money to immediately remove it. No difference. Never mind. I thought it would give us a different option. I know there's some stuff with Socks, and I thought we'd be able to shortcut them. But I guess that's what I get for thinking. Sometimes you just don't. Alright. Let's get ourselves some money, money, money. Card becomes a 2. There we go, baby. 20 kudos! Holy shit. Pays to be popular, baby. Alright, we are in early wet. We have unlocked Xenobotany. Perfect. Think, Dreki, think. We do have a crystal. We can give that to Mars. Let's make a save. Year 12. Wet 1. All right. Now, explore the Xenobotany lab. Because we want the Xenos. 15 kudos for only 10. Oh yeah. Now this is the money maker, baby. And it gives us organization. That is good. We want to max out organization. Your dad introduces you to the little lab they have set up in one of the greenhouses. It's incredible, he says, gesturing all around him. We're surrounded by alien flora. We know practically nothing about it. What's edible? What's medicine? What can we make fibers with, or build, or use in ways we haven't thought of yet? He beams at you. You and me. We're gonna find out, my little potato. You mash all the table's buttons until... Yo, kiddo! It's Congruence. The ship's friendly computer beams at you from her own holoscreen set up on the bench. Of course she's here. She's the guardian of all knowledge in the colony, after all. Do you wonder who she got yo from? Your dad laughs. Don't tell anyone, but Congruence is the real brains of the operation, he confesses, though it's not like it's a secret. She'll make sure we don't do anything super dangerous, which means you and I get to focus on experimentation. You follow the rules and stick to what you already know, you won't learn anything new. So don't be afraid to try stuff. You bring your mushwood samples into the lab. You're gonna study these and maybe revolutionize the use of mushwood lumber. Maybe. Alright, chat. It's time for us to study our wood. And we gotta pay very close attention to our wood and make sure there's nothing wrong with our wood. You know, all wood looks a little bit different. But, you know, it all has its use. You just gotta make sure you know how to slot it in correctly, okay? You gotta make sure there's no strange lumps on your wood. You know, you might need to get those resolved in some way. You examine the mushwood under a microscope and take notes on its cellular structure. Part of the reason it needs to be harvested in wet is because the cells get so saturated they lose structural integrity and turn to, well, mush during glow. Studying the exact process by which the cells take in water leads to a breakthrough. It might be possible to hack the process and stop the mushwood trees from taking on too much water during wet. If they don't take on as much water, it won't take as long to dry. Should be able to develop a spray that the loggers can apply to the fruiting body of the mushwood, the part that sticks out above ground, to close its pores. Reducing negative pressure on the body should stop it from pulling so much water from the mycelial network underground. This is great! Logging will be much more efficient now. Hell yeah. Ooh, +1 skill, +1 brain on challenge win, +1 brain on challenge win, +1 brain, +1 brain, +1 brain on challenge win. Ah, shit. Need the super goal. Can I arrange these better? I don't think I can. Oh, we can get it. We can wheel in a straight. Interesting. 32 kudos. Holy shit. Now that's what I call money, baby. Okay, alright. Let's check out botany once again. You're helping your mom repair the garden fence when you see Cal slip away into the barn, carrying a blanket. You excuse yourself and follow him. Does he still have that weird pet bug? He does, in fact, still have that weird pet bug. Cal looks up at you and smiles, cradling Socks in his arms and rocking her back and forth. The little nubs on her butt seem like they're getting longer. She must be growing. Made her a bed in the trunk over there, he says. He mostly likes to be curled up in the dark. She sleeps a lot. Socks chirps, and Cal sits on the floor, letting her curl up in his lap. I've been coming in every morning and staying late every day so that she can play in the sun, he explains. That's when she's most active, but her favorite thing is laying in my lap for belly rubs. He tickles her soft tummy. Isn't that right, Socks? Who's a good dilly pillar? You are! You are! Socks trills in delight. Do you want to feed her? Cal asks. I collected a bunch of leaves for her. Here, take one. You kneel down beside them and take one of the leaves. Socks trundles from Cal's lap into your cupped hands. Gingerly hold the leaf between two front paws. She's like a tiny dinosaur caterpillar. Munch, 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 munch. Ouch! Socks nips at your finger. Her teeth are really sharp. Play it cool. You pretend like it doesn't hurt, but it super does hurt. You barely keep yourself from crying as Socks munches happily on the rest of the leaf. When she's done, Cal puts her gently back in the box. Then he notices your hand and gasps, Solana, you're hurt. Cal looks at your finger, which is bleeding sluggishly from the shallow puncture wounds. I learned first aid from my mom, he says. Let's just wrap it and tell people you banged it in the door, okay? He bites his lip. If people think she's dangerous, they'll take her away. She's not dangerous. It was just an accident. Cal brushes his hand over the loose dirt and straw at the barn floor. My mom says the aliens here are dangerous, he mutters. I asked, in theory, if I found an alien, could I keep it as a pet? But she said I can't, even if it's a nice alien, because of diseases and stuff. He sighs. Socks isn't sick, he insists. She doesn't mean to hurt anybody. The other animals just probably don't either. Alright, 5 kudos if total equals goal. Alright, okay. Actually, what if I do this? Alright, I want to get exactly 25. Noted. There we go, baby! Nice, very nice. Lots of money. Loads of money. All right, so let's remove some cards from our deck real quick. We can remove 3 cards. So let's finish getting rid of some of these ones. The extra draw is not bad. So much for each unplayed card. It's still a 1. Honestly, nah. It's too good. We'll just remove this one. I want to get everything. We're getting our cards pretty high as a baseline. Bro, what the hell did I just say? Yeah, Vala, the ending of Rain World is a unique experience. Congratulations on finishing your first run, though. If you got Downpour, I hope you enjoy the other Slug Cats because they have some interesting stories as well. I guess the mention of Rain World brought in the Maestro themselves, the one, the only, the iced of 37s. Ah! And if you like Rain World, you should check out Ice 37 because they do a lot of speedrunning and organization of Rain World events. Not at the end. I've seen something with a box head. Yeah, those are pretty. Don't worry about them. They're fine. It's fun. It's no problem. Don't worry about them. They're harmless. Okay, I don't know what this event with Cal is. We'll just save. You spot Cal heading towards the barns at the far end of the farms. Hey, yes, Solana, he waves. What's up? Just heading over to the barn, Cal says. I finished before everyone else today, so I told everyone I'm gonna clean it. No one wants to get roped into helping, so it'll just be me and Socks. You should come with. Whee! They see me spin, 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 and I spin, 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 and I spin, and I spin, and I spin, spin, spin. Each Socks a new break. Ooh. I'm actually going to save this. That's another animals. All right, so we're going to be guaranteed animals next year. All right, so we want to... the expression. Bum, bum, bum. All right, we'll do another Xenobotany. Okay. Generic event. First or last. -1 strike. We're going to be resting anyway. Yikes. Wait, can I not get super goal here? No shot. Really? Wow. All right, well, that's not too bad. We have a pretty good amount of biology. We can take an L. We can take an L this month. All right, glow season. Hold on. I forgot to give stuff to my friends again. All right, so I want to give him medicinal roots. And then Tang also gets Medicinal roots. Let's save, because we don't know what Dice's event is going to give us. Let's see what you have. Promise. Oh, we need engineering. Okay, well, we'll probably get engineering soon anyway, so load. Actually, followed is what I mean. I mean to look at what you do. All right, so let's do this again. Fine, yada yada. Yes, yes, yes. Grab a crystal. Blocks in the park. Oh, we got an upgrade. Strange. +1 bond with Hopeye? That's weird. Hmm.